Hello, this is Allison Church, and I hope you're having a wonderful night. I had a very angry, possibly anti-trans person try to insult me in front of my coworkers today. It was like a couple hours before we left, and this guy drove up in a blue electric BMW. Had all the trimmings of a Johnson County wealth and privilege. And he was bossy. He was very, very rude. And he started doing something very weird. He looked at me. He looked me up and down very slowly, like he was, scouting out territories he would like to de-virginize. And not that I'm not a virgin, so but he took out a little cup, like the kind you get at the restaurants, and it was full of something white. And I could smell that it was ranch dressing. He dipped his finger in it, and he started taking it out, and he started, like doing that to it. He did that a lot. And I looked at him and said, "Sir, is there something I can help you with?" And he goes, "No." Just like that. And I said, "Well, then could you move your car, because you're in the way of other people who might come up to check out." He didn't. And I called for some backup. And they all got there, and I started talking to him, and I turned my back to him. And he looked like he was miffed about that. And I heard him say, "Hey, Toots, that's a damn fine, good-looking wig." I haven't told anybody that I work with about who I am and who I was. I found out the hard way that when you try to be honest and open with people, they stab you in the back. So I kept that to myself. These people just think that I'm a 59-year-old girl. And if they have any other ideas or second looks, they haven't shown them. And I find that very liberating. But I turned around, and instead of looking at him and insulting him the way I wanted to, insult for insult, tit for tat, I looked at him and I smiled my brightest smile, and I said, "Well, sir, I wish to Jesus that my hair was real, but it's not. And as we all learn as we get older in life, there are some things in life that you can have, and then there are some that you can't." And I did that to him. He got pissed. And before we could actually do the machinations to raise the gate and let him out, he just, threw his ranch out and zoomed off. I guess he didn't get what he was looking for. And I think he was very, very focused on trying to get the cat out of the bag, so to speak, in front of my peers. It's a miracle, but it didn't work. They all still think I'm, a girl, albeit chronologically gifted, and stutters and mispronounce things every now and then, because I'm still not used to these blown up lips of mine. And it's okay. Like the old saying said that our moms used to say, if somebody's bothering us, they're leaving some other poor bastard alone. And that's how I felt. But it woke something in me. It made me think that this has been a thing going on in America since John Smith and Pocahontas were doing their thing in the woods. There have been, Native Americans, of course, African Americans, Mexicans, Mexican Americans, Hispanic Americans, you name it. Anything that isn't white and wholesome has had, very bad times. I'm feeling them too. I mean, I could not. I would have to sit down and do a complete tape on everything that's happened to me since I came out. about, what, 4 or 5 years ago. Wow. Just thought about that. A lot has happened. I mean, I've had a lifetime of hate thrown at me all at once. It shouldn't happen. And then we got the Orange Jesus in the White House who's doing all of his stuff and magic. I'm sorry I'm rambling because it affected me. It affected me. I actually had to go to the restroom and just sit and just be there for a while. They all thought that I was deeply embarrassed because of my wig and them pointing it out. And I went with that. And I'm sorry for the deception and all that, but I don't want no one at this job to know that I am trans. And I've made sure none of them have looked at my page on Facebook. And the only way that you can see my page is that you have to be a friend or a close acquaintance. No one else can see it. But hate has to stop. We got to stop doing this stuff. We got to stop blaming each other for the past. The past is the past. And while we bitch about the past, it confuses the present and it wastes our future. So don't waste your future on stupidity of the past or the political ideology and bullshit of the political present. When I was a kid, going off the road here, when I was a kid, when I looked at the United States of America, to me, it was like the Federation. It was Starfleet. It was the best that possibly could be from frail and imperfect humans. Now, the United States of America is the freaking Ferengi. Anything for a buck. Yeah. It's sad. And I hope it doesn't remain this way. I just hope that we can hope that the world's last best hope, as William Penn once said, and as some people in Parliament were emulating him said, America is our last best hope. I just hope we don't give it up for a spoiled millionaire that shits in public in front of kings and dignitaries. Choked me up there, I apologize. So, do your part, because evil will only prosper and achieve its goals if good people stand by and do nothing. Something to think about. This is Allison Church, and this has been Allison Through the Looking Glass. So please, be kind, be tolerant, but above all, my dear, dear friends, be happy. Good night. God bless.